Hoka, hey, Alita Army. Welcome to the Alita Livestream of April the 26th, 2024. Let's review Alita art and AI images, where we discuss all things to do with the movie Alita Battle Angel, the source manga Gundam, and the greatly desired sequels. I am your host, Creek Indian from Denver, Colorado. And before I welcome my guest, I just want to say that the Alita Army has Rose's Queen Studios bust of Alita. So just want to get that out there, and hopefully Rosa will get this word, and maybe we can set up for someone to actually, get her to, we can present it to her as a kind of our show of appreciation and admiration and affection for our Queen Rosa, because she did a great job on Alita, and we really want to show her how much we really love her, and she's number one in all our hearts. Okay, now having said that, from Germany or Deutschland, we have Smendrick19. How's it going, Smendrick?
Very fine. Hello, Alita Army. Hello, fans out there.
Cool.
Hope you are fine.
Yes, well, we hope so. Of course, I understand you're a little under the weather, but in terms of being having some allergies going there, so we'll we'll be nice to you today, Smendrick. So, and from France, we have Matu. How's it going, Matu?
Bonsoir, it's doing really well. And you, how are you doing, Alita Army?
Yes, indeed. And from the Shires in the UK, we have Vladdy. How's it going, Vladdy?
Good evening, all. An hour earlier this week.
Cool. So what's the weather like over in UK there, Vladdy?
Don't even ask. It just never gets better.
Ah, that's good.
It's just still cold, I'm afraid, and cloudy.
Oh, it's
and windy.
Cold?
Yes, it's barely reached 20. We had a couple of days where it nearly reached 20, and it was like so good. And since then, it's just been cold.
Yeah, I think it's probably it's around 20.
Honestly, it's getting really depressing now. It's been like this for years. We didn't have a summer last year. It kept raining all the time.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah, I think it's better this year.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so anyway, before we get to the topic, I guess we want to remind everybody that we have the Alita sequel petition. God, getting tongue-tied here. And we've had about, I don't know, within the past week or so, I think 5 or less. I'm not sure how many we had last week, but it's still plugging along. We're still adding signatures every week. So, we're wanting to make sure Disney knows that, that, hey, we love our girl and we want that sequel, damn it. So that's what we want. And not just sequels, sequel, by the way, but plural. Sequels is what we want. So anyway, there's the link.
That's what was planned until the merger screwed it all up.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, I hate it. I wish I'd have been in the Alita Army when it first started out, but oh well.
Well, I missed all the build-up as well. So I only found out about it after the film came out. I wasn't paying attention to it at all, like in the build-up. I had no idea she was being like sacrificed by Hollywood.
Yes. Yeah, I tell you, I was on in the chat at Mr. H Reviews stream, and they're really down on Disney right now.
Honestly, there's so much hatred for Disney. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's like people exist in two completely different worlds.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, and I wish I'd have been in the Alita Army when it started. If I'd have seen the movie, I would have gotten in immediately. But as they say in Deutschland, das Schade, es tut mir leid. So, that's the way it goes, I guess, sometimes. And I see Avronauts out there and the Bad Man's out there.
Hello, all in chat.
Yes, indeed. And Just Breath Band is out there. Welcome. I think that's the first time I've seen you on the stream. So yeah, welcome to that one. And Bad Man, you're out there. And I don't see David Alexander out there. I guess he's Yeah, we're starting an hour earlier because I promised Batu that I would start a little earlier because it's kind of tough on folks in Europe, you know.
Yeah, it's better for me starting earlier as well.
Yeah, so we pulled it back. Now it makes it tough on Angelus because he has a hard time getting out of bed, you know. So anyway, yeah, that's right, Bad Man. Disney is the new Thanos. That's right. And of course, they're being woke, I guess. I guess everybody on this stream knows my political leanings, and I'm kind of aware of social injustice. But I would say we want to keep that stuff out of our movies. Is what we want. We want story, not message.
Yeah,
that's what we
Cameron
want.
And Rodriguez and Rosa to tell us the rest of Alita's story. Pretend it's like the 90s. And there's no modern politics around.
Yeah, and please don't make Alita 2 a message-oriented movie. Make it the story. We want it to be the manga. That's what we want. We don't want to be bombarded or preached to.
I'm not worried about Cameron and Rodriguez doing that.
Oh, I'm not
obviously
either.
They have to keep Disney's grubby hands off it somehow.
You know, that might be one reason that the sequel, now I'm speculating. I have no clue. I don't have any inside information. I'm just a fan like everybody else. But that may be one reason the sequel has not been green. Cameron maybe won't let that happen, you know. He wants it to be all about the story, you know. Now if you know my opinion, if a movie has a message, as long as it doesn't detract or deter the story, you have a good story, good actors, you know, all of that. If you have a message, that's fine, but don't make the movie all about the message.
Yeah, you can have there's always going to be politics in stuff, but you can have it so it's escapist politics.
Yes.
Like when you watch Star Wars and stuff, obviously it makes you think about the current world, but it's like a timeless story of and I feel like Alita has that as well. It's just the kind of magic Disney has been lacking with all the stuff they've been doing lately, which is such a forced political message.
Yes, indeed. We want Alita. We want that, as I guess, Vladi, I think you would say this. We want Alita sequels to be pure. We don't want them to be.
Yes, exactly.
We don't want any of this stuff that's Hollywood seems to be
we don't
doing
want,
now.
No. Yeah, I don't even want to talk about it. Just want Alita to come back and soar as high as she deserves.
And you know, I guess it's not fair that I say all of Hollywood's doing it. They're not, you know, but there is a bunch of this going on, and I don't really like it, you know. So anyway, that's another story. We'll get off of that. But anyway, there's a sequel petition. Sign that thing if you haven't signed it already. I am so sure everybody on the panel here and in the chat, you know, they've probably all signed it. But if you have not, there is the link below the image on your screen, and that link is also down in the description below the screen. So just click on it. You don't have to give any money or anything like that. You just click on it, put your electronic signature in there, and we'll tally that score up. And we're on the way to 200,000. And the next stop will be 180,000. And then we're just going to keep going until Disney. Hopefully we don't have to reach 500,000 before Disney finally caves, you know. So we don't want that to happen. We also have the Hero Arm campaign going on, and what we're trying to do. Now, we didn't get any money in there last week, but basically we're doing fine on the money. I think we had a decision. We had a little meeting, I guess, last Monday. Vladi, I don't think you were in that meeting, were you?
Oh, no. I think I just
that's all right. You know,
I basically didn't have anything to add anyway, I think.
Yeah, well, there's 3 or 4 of us in it, and we decided instead of flying another plane, we're just going to take that refund we got back from Sky Ventures, and we're going to put it in the Hero Arm campaign.
Damn, I should have been there. Are we not going to do one over Disney 23 then?
No, we decided not to do that because it's almost like a kind of a repetitive thing. We can revisit that in the future if we want, but I think the folks in the meeting said that, as nice as it would be to fly the plane, I think we had all had the feeling that we really want to put that in the Hero Arm campaign and help somebody less fortunate than us, and get them a bionic hand, so that's what we want to do
long term though. If that get picked up by the news, and then that helped us get the sequel, we could be funding Hero Arms for decades to come.
That's right.
Have an official, so
maybe do it every year.
Carried on doing the plane personally.
Yeah, well, do it every year. I mean, we could give somebody a Hero Arm every year. That'd be pretty cool. So. Also, I guess, there's the link, if you want to donate to the Hero Arm campaign, it's a GoFundMe link. But if you find that a little bit intimidating, then there's also a tip jar down there. You can click on that. Every dime of that money in that, when you go to the GoFundMe or the tip jar, is going to go to the Hero Arm campaign. The Creek is not going to get any of it. Nobody in the Alita Army is going to get it. Maxie or Angelus or none of us are going to get any of this money. It's all going, every dime, every penny is going to go into the Hero Arm campaign. So I guess what I have to do now is I'm going to put that I guess it's $1,020 that we're going to, so next week that you'll see that jump up to $3,820 is what you'll see. So, but we're going to keep that Hero Arm thing going. And I think both Alita Rave and I are both, we both committed to, once we get close to 17,700, which we really don't need to have that, because part of this money originally was set for to do that plane that we did around Disney last year. And really what we need is a little less than 14,000. So we're getting closer, so, and then once we get there, get fairly close, Alita Rave and I are going to put money in it, and we're going to, we'll jack it up to the amount we need to get that Hero Arm to somebody. Yes. And the Creek has been so busy the last 3 weeks that I haven't been able to promote this too much, this or the sequel petition. But I think here coming up in the next week or so, I'll have a little more free time and I'll be able to start tweeting this out a little bit more than I have been. So, but anyway, be on the lookout for these tweets, because we definitely want that sequel, and we definitely want to get the Hero Arm to somebody that's less fortunate than us. Okay. So let's talk about, we're going to talk about now, the intent here is not so much to compare art to the AI images, although we are going to do some of that, but we're just, thought we'd do my thought was we'll do a no-brainer stream this time, where we don't have to concentrate on what we want to say about a certain topic or anything, and just kind of enjoy the images. Now, certainly we want to discuss them. But as you can see there, and I think, Matu, you'll probably have a lot to say about some of this, but if you look at those two images right there, and that was on the thumbnail, the one on the left is obviously AI, and the one on the right is done by a person. And
you know what I'm going to say? Every time we're going to see something made by AI, I'm just going to comment, it's trash. That's all.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's fine. I would say one thing about human art versus AI art. To me, human art, you kind of get a sense in a way of the artist's personality or heart or soul or whatever you want. Yeah. With AI images. And I refuse to call AI art. I don't think it's art. I just think they're images. And obviously that on the right, that image on the left rather is it's cute. I mean, there's no doubt it's cute, but to me, it looks generated, it looks like it's been manufactured by a machine or something, which I guess it kind of is, isn't it?
Because it is. AI art is trained to, AI doesn't create anything. AI steal and combine things.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's generated because it's stolen from a huge data bank of art and images, and it's going to. This is why AI generated images all look alike, because it's using the most popular things visually, so it's all going to look the same, and it's all going to be soulless, and it's thief, because AI arts is stealing the arts of other people to combine and create new things. AI sucks, and I'm going to die on that hill.
Okay. All right.
Really
I don't have any problem with that.
So good that it's like it can actually. I was actually doing something with it today. I was trying to finally set up stable diffusion on my PC.
Oh,
because someone there's an Alita model. Someone tried to start one where, because you can like train it on images, as you were saying, Matthew. You like feed it loads of images and it steals it all. So what you can do is you can put in loads of images of Alita and like images of her like berserker body and everything. You can make a specific model with just that perfectly rendered body. So that's what I was trying to work on today.
Okay.
So, cool. and you can just come up with like, it can make her look so realistic, and you can just like create anything. I understand obviously the ethical issues are pretty major, but it's just like, it feels like another like poisoned apple that technology is giving us. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, I'm going to counter your argument. Humans can create anything. Humans can create absolutely anything. AI is just replacing humans. I was talking about it to Creek, I think it was last week, where I mentioned that people working in my industry are losing their jobs over AI, over AI arts. Like some big companies are trying to are firing designers and illustrators in the profit of AI arts, because it's faster and cheaper and everything. There is nothing a human can't do in a matter of art. There is nothing a human can't do. By promoting or even endorsing AI, or even saying, oh, it's not that bad, you are making artists losing their job and starve, literally.
One of my favorite musicians, he's been posting some of his new music, but alongside some like AI video he made with it, and he's getting so much pushback from the fans. This was just like yesterday. So it's like, it's all like kicking off, and I totally understand it. At the same time, it's really fun. To create all these images so quickly. It's like, it's really addictive.
Well, my thing is with AI, I mean, I agree with Matthew a lot, but I think with my thing about AI is that one of my desires, since I was so late joining the Alita Army, like 1 year after the movie came out, that I kind of have this, I would call it kind of maybe a low grade regret that I didn't get in earlier. And at the beginning, I said, I don't really want to see a teenage girl beating up on robots and cyborgs and stuff, And then I saw the movie and I went, oh my God, I missed so much, And what I do is when I use AI in videos that I do, for me, it's like I'm trying to help keep the fandom going, and it's just another tool for me to help do that. I prefer human art over AI art, because if you look at these two images right here, the one on the left, you could say, well, maybe that kind of favors Alita just a little bit, or it's, kind of looks like it, but there's no doubt about the image on the right. That is Alita, that you can make no doubt about it. Whereas the one on the left, you could say, okay, maybe that kind of resembles Alita somewhat, but that could be just a regular cyborg girl, that's not Alita, that just maybe is kind of looks like her, And AI does still make mistakes, on how many fingers it'll put on, or
did you see that tweet I posted earlier?
Like that.
Did you see the tweet I posted earlier with the abomination, where all the like limbs of Alita were all disconnected and created like a massive spider monster, the AI?
Well, when it first came out, when AI first came out, you're doing it. I saw one picture that had an arm coming out of her back, but she had two regular arms. I'm going, holy crap! What is that?
Speaking about tweets, there were recently a tweet from someone working for a big studio that was explaining, she was an art director, and she was explaining her experience with the studio trying to push her into hiring quote-unquote AI artist. AI artist doesn't exist, whatever. And it was basically proving to be a disaster from start to finish, because it would generate images, of course, but you can't tell the AI what you want changes in the images, because every time they wanted modification. So yeah, they would have like 40 images a day. But for example, when you draw a landscape or a background, you will the art director going to ask something like, oh, maybe we could remove this, maybe make it this tree, maybe the lighting should be like this. And when you're an artist, this is a change you will make by hand that you can make. AI can't do that. AI will generate different version of the images. AI will not alter the image. It will not make change to the image. It will generate variation of the images. This is how AI works.
Videos look so weird as well.
Yes. Well, I'll tell you about AI. AI itself has been around a very long time. I mean, there's different levels of AI, and I think I saw a documentary on this that some scientists think that the ultimate level is going to be what they call cosmic AI, which will have sentience and stuff like that. It'll be like a human mind almost, but the very lowest level of AI has been around since the 50s or the 60s, when we first started, programming computers. I mean, that's a very rudimentary AI, but we've
been playing with NPCs AI since we were kids. Most of us who played video games.
Yes.
Yeah. The problem is that I was talking about it to Creek last week. AI in itself isn't bad. AI is a tool, but it should be used to make things easier for the people working, not replace them. AI, for example, when you do special effects or you do generation, like in 3D movies or everything, AI is a tool that will allow you to work more efficiently, faster, and remove tedious tasks for you to focus on something better and better quality. The problem is with the way AI is used currently, is that it is not helping people. It's not a tool. It is replacing people. And this is the issue. This is the issue I have with AI. And when you are genuinely fan of something, like, for example, everyone here, of course, are huge fans of Alita, which is logical. And I've seen the debate of people saying that maybe using AI to make the movie would allow us to get a sequel faster and better and everything. No. If you genuinely love a media, you should support it and be against AI. Because if you are for AI because it will, quote unquote, help you get a sequel faster, then you're not truly a fan of the media, because you do not respect the people working on it. It's a question of respect for artists. And this is a subject that genuinely touches me, because as you know, I am a 3D animator. For now, AI can't 3D animate properly. Like, it can generate things that looks 3D animated, but it's so full of mistakes because AI that it's not viable yet. But I give it like a few years before it does something resembling to like classical Pixar movie. My field, my job is literally threatened by AI. I could lose my job because of AI. And people working in the industry in illustration are losing their job over AI. So this is a war I'm going to fight, because even if AI isn't bad in itself, currently it is used in a bad way that sadly makes people in my field be threatened, literally.
Yes. I agree. By the way, Badman says he's talking about that, more powerful, converting the universe into a computer or whatever. I've heard that, but I think, Badman, you're talking about cosmic AI there, right? That's what I saw in the documentary, but that's probably many years off, hopefully, that self, so, but I agree with you, Matthew. I think AI should be considered a tool and not an end in itself. Like, for me, I would be extremely disappointed if they just used AI images for a sequel on Alita and not have Rosa come back, you know, not have Elle Lamont come back, not have Jai Courtney come back and play those roles, but they just had AI.
Of course.
You know, you know, I mean, even if they do the voiceovers, I mean, still, that's not them acting. You know, they're doing voiceovers. You know.
Yeah, the whole point of Alita was like how human it was, and even in as well as like how she moved as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Definitely need to obviously keep it as human as that. It's kind of like the last amazing like top tier movie before AI took over.
Yes.
Yeah. Regarding the comments that is highlighted here, like for me, this is the example of AI being used as a tool. Like, of course, AI is used in art programs and everything. For example, when I draw, there is a AI function that is not 100% viable yet. But for example, if I want to color a certain area, I can just select it extremely loosely, and the AI inside the program is going to color exactly and perfectly put the flat color in the zone I selected, even if it is selected very loosely, because the AI understood I want to color, I want to fill the zone between lines with this color. So this for me is example of AI used properly as a tool. It's not replacing me, it's just saving me time. This is all. So yeah, AI in art programs is and can and will be used as a tool to make your work easier and leave more room for creativity and more time to enjoy and work. Like, I get better. Like, you always have tight deadlines, and by using AI as a tool, you will save time in some aspect, so you can spend more time in more creative aspect. This is the example of good AI, like of AI used in a good way as a tool. But for example, if you said you were a photographer, you're going to be asked to take photo of like a landscape or something like professionally for a photo shoot. This is your job, but you could be, this is a theory, of course, you could be replaced by someone just being like, oh, instead of hiring a photographer to take that kind of picture, which is going to generate it with AI, AI here is not helping you, it's replacing you. And this is what I stand against.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Well,
definitely
we understand 100%. Yeah, my brother is a videographer and a video editor, and he uses his the video editing software he uses has AI tools in it to kind of improve the editing process. You know.
Yeah.
Now I don't have that tool. I just have a free video editor, you know, that's pretty good, but it doesn't have any AI in it. So
yeah,
you know,
even on this free art app PixArt I have on my Android tablet, it's got like a pretty good like AI remove tool. So like on my Hot Toys Alita pictures, I sometimes remove the like the joints on the shoulders and stuff like that.
Yes,
and, like, paint over them using AI tools that they have on that, and it makes it really easy.
Yeah. Okay, well, getting back to go ahead.
But then I'm all sorry. You go ahead, Matthew.
Oh, sorry. You were mentioning the removing tool, and yes, this is again a good example of AI because it will remove the zone you want to remove, and it will be, you know, kind of automatic. Because before that, you would take the eraser tool by hand and erase everything by hand, or select the zone and erase it. And now AI do it for you. It makes the thing easier for you, so you can focus on something else.
Yeah. Because that's like the tedious part. I want to focus on like taking the pictures and stuff.
Exactly. Yeah.
But then at the same time, on the other end of the spectrum, I'm also making loads of complete AI art as well, AI images.
And I do not relate you for that. Please,
no,
be respectful. I'm
sorry,
say
I'm weak.
It's easy for me to say. I know it's easy for me to say. I know it because art is a luxury and art is money. When you want a particular art or fun art, don't generate it with AI. Find an artist you love and commission them. I know it's money. I know all this. I know you can't commission, like, art is a luxury. So if you don't have the money to indulge in this luxury, it's okay not to commission artists. But it's not okay to generate AI art instead of commission artists. That's my point of view.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's good.
And given that the artist is probably going to do a better job than the AI, because with artists you're going to have exactly your vision, and if you want tiny changes, it will make the tiny changes. You will not have 4 arms and 6 fingers. You will have exactly what you want done in the proper way.
Yeah, Avronaut, we're all weak.
Yes, we are.
I'm not weak. I don't use AI.
Yeah, Matthew,
I
you
have
need
the
to-
power. You know what? I'm an
Bless
artist. I
you.
have the power. If I want to draw you pregnant, I can, because I'm just too powerful like that.
Yeah.
Yes. Please don't draw me pregnant. That would be an ugly sight.
That just reminded me of an Alita fan art as well.
Well, anyway, getting back to
Made by a
our
human.
topic here is that I like both of these images. I prefer the one on the right because it looks more like Alita, and you can actually see.
Yeah.
I get a sense of the artist's soul with that one. I don't get that sense with the one on the left. I mean, the one on the left is cute. There's no doubt about it. But the one on the right seems to have a little more depth to it to me. That's all I'm saying. So anyway, I'm going to move on to the next image here. And this is a bunch of images.
How many slides have we got today? Have we got loads of images?
A bunch. We got like 30 odd, some of them. I don't know
Let's go.
exactly.
Ah, great.
Okay.
So here's another example of how
This is a mixture of AI and non-AI.
Yeah, and we'll have a couple of slides in there where we'll show art and then show AI and stuff, and we can discuss the nuances and the difference. But if you see, like on the image on the far right, that kind of the background and kind of the Matthew, you can help me out with it. No, that one's not AI.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. You know, I mean, it was
The face looks AI.
This one probably isn't AI, but it uses elements of photography and maybe of the movie.
Yeah.
You know, it's reusing elements and combining them with arts and digital painting on top, which is actually a way of doing digital painting. In concept art, they do that a lot. In concept art, you reuse a lot of things, but this is not AI. I can tell you the two on the left are 100% AI, but the one on the far right isn't AI. I don't think so. At least the face clearly isn't AI.
Well, I like the one too from the first one from the center, the actual the one where you see her looking up to her left. That to me is AI, really neat. The one that's not AI. Right. Yeah,
I love that style. It's
the
so
cartoonish one. Me too.
Yeah, I like that.
It's a little bit iconic. Everyone can remember this pic.
Yeah.
But if you look at the left
looks like she's about to kill
picture,
Grishka.
it's for me it's a replaceable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
the second from the right, no, you will remember this pic wherever you see it, even in parts. Yeah.
Now that's what Badman's talking about right here, is that the problem with AI is it don't really have any permanence to it. Like, the two on the left, they're cute, you know, they're really cute. But I dare say that if you see this maybe a couple of months from now, you may not remember it, you know, that you saw it before. That one that's second from the right here, you will know. I mean, you'll just remember it because it does have that kind of permanence to it. You know, for me, it does anyway. So, yeah, I can't believe you just ate the last of the chocolate. Yeah, I love that. Now, the one on the left, you know, the far left there, does look like Alita, you know, that's for sure. I mean, it resembles Alita.
Reasonably.
Reasonably so.
It resembles someone who would cosplay Alita.
Yeah,
it does not resemble Alita.
Well, the eyes are not quite right for sure.
Yeah.
And neither is the body. You know, if that was supposed to be a berserker body, that's wrong.
The purple top's nice. That's spot on, really.
Yeah. Yeah, because her clothes, it should be black and the purple should be on her arms and stuff. So, you know, but anyway.
The issue with that kind of faces is that when you look at them, they are clearly objectively conventionally attractive, kind of,
like dolls, don't they?
kind of, Asian doll faces, you know, kind of conventional attractive, the kind of face shapes and everything you would see, for example, in K-pop idols. So they are pretty, but they are also extremely plain.
Very manufactured.
Yeah, exactly. That's
made in a lab like a K-pop starlet.
Yeah. What I think about, or what I ask myself about the left picture, would I remember it in a bunch of other pics of women? I'm not really sure about this.
No.
Exactly with the second from the left. Would I remember it?
Pretty but soulless.
Yeah,
that's right.
So that's the word, Vladdy.
Yeah, I often like, when I'm making the AI images, I often like switching to like the cartoony styles and stuff, because then it just, when it looks like that, like you said, Matthew, they look like almost like K-pop dolls or something. When you give it some cartoony, then there's some personality in it, and it feels like it gives it way more character. And then it feels less soulless, but it is still just as soulless because it's all just made by the AI. We're probably going to get to some of those, aren't we?
Yes,
Creek.
I got a whole bunch of them here, Vladdy, and we can actually pull up some stuff off of our computers too if you want to do that. So.
Oh right, I've got so many.
Yeah. Now here's here's a couple of pictures. The one on the left, I remember this picture from a long time ago. The one on the right was recently posted, and once again, the one on the right is AI. It's cute. Look at the hair. Look, the hair,
and you could make a case that
detailed.
You could make a case that it looks close enough to be considered like a manga adaptation or like anime. It obviously doesn't look like Alita in the movie, but it's got the same sort of face shape, big eyes, small mouth and nose. That's how I see it when I'm making all the AI images. I'm sort of making a new adaptation of Alita that looks close enough to me for me to like connect with it, even though I shouldn't, because it's an AI monstrosity. But
well, the one on the left, you can see how they got like individual strands of hair. You can see them, where you don't see that, too much, So, and to me, I don't know. I mean, they're both cute, but the one on the left seems to me it's just more. Now, there's a lot of detail on the one on the right. You look at her neck and stuff like that.
Yeah, but that's cool.
Yeah,
I like the biker chic.
Yeah, it's really cute. It really is. But I still prefer the one on the left. I mean, it's.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Have you seen the uncropped version of that?
I'm sorry.
Have you seen the uncropped version of the one on the left?
No.
Okay.
No.
Have you got a copy of it, Vladdy?
Bless you. Bless your
no.
Send me that in the
Let's
DMs.
move to the next slide, Creek.
No, it's not on the next slide.
No. I'm saying, let's move on.
So if you got the uncropped version of that one on the left, send it to me, will you, Vladdy?
I don't have it saved. I better say for legal reasons.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right, bad man. Astrophotography is something. When I was a physics major, I used to get into that. And you have to take long exposures on photography or astrophotography. So yeah, for sure. Okay, I'll move right along. Now here's an example of what I was talking about mistakes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now both of these are cute, for sure.
It's Cuba's Alita. You've got to love Cuba's AI Alita.
Well, the problem is there's a couple of problems here. Number one, she's got 3 toes. Hello.
I didn't even notice that. I don't look that closely. I'm more like, oh, isn't that a cute picture?
Oh, it's a cute picture. There's no doubt. And look at her, the eye paint under her eyes. I mean, okay, you can paint your eyes anything, but Alita, that's supposed to be red. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, now you're just nitpicking. She looks like she's just having fun. She's just gone to this planet to like sit down, and she's got like purple colored paint on her eyes. It's cute.
It's cute. I'll give you that. But you know, there's a, to me, well, particularly the number of toes she has. I mean, hello, you know, Alita has 5 toes. I mean, if you saw the movie, you know,
not this body.
So, I mean,
this body's got 3 toes.
Well, this could be a different body. You're right there.
Exactly.
It could be.
Any AI mistakes you can explain away as like cyborg malfunctions or whatever.
or just a feature of the other body she's in, I guess. Huh?
Exactly, yeah.
Well, the one on the right, that one's been around for a while, and that, of course, that little chibi Zex behind her, you know, yeah, Matu Zex.
Yeah, I love this artist. I used to follow them. They haven't drawn in a long time. They're Japanese artists. They were adorable. I have so many arts of them saved, and a lot of them are not safe for work of Zex and Zeka. But yeah, they are so amazing. I love their hearts. They made so much.
Yeah, that's really cute.
Yeah, the right pick tells a story. Now look at her face expression. Look at these octopus lips. Yeah.
Yes.
Here you see the artist concentrates on the how do you say, on the character of the figure.
Yeah, Kabaj says Kabaj does a lot of these that look like this on the left, because I did a video and I use all of his images on it, and I credit him with it. You know, I forgot to put it in the description when I first uploaded it, and Kabaj said, "Hey, those are my pictures." Oh, I'm sorry, and I put his I credited him with that. You know, or his.
I don't know how he gets that cute smile every time.
Yeah,
mine never smiles like that.
Well, he probably has a different kind of, I guess, text or prompt, you know, I guess, that he puts in there that maybe pulls that off. So, okay, all righty. I like them both, you know, but I do remember the one on the right. You know, I mean, I've used that in prior streams as well, you know, a lot, you know. So, and I agree with Smentric.
But obviously, the human art is worth more.
Yeah, it is. It does, you know. And I think this is a one that Bad Man was talking a while ago. Yeah, is that Imaginos one? I said a while ago that one other picture she only had 3 toes. Well, yeah, this Imaginos one, you're right, Bad Man. She doesn't have any toes on that one. So you know what? So I stand corrected. Exactly. You know. So so anyway, but they're both really cute. I mean, they really are. You know. I like the one on the left because it's from the manga for one thing. You know.
Yeah, and, I think so. It's by Yukito Kishiro, isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
So.
Yeah.
Now, I think somebody colored that in.
It's an image from the first volume of Gun Last Order. Just someone made a fun color of it.
Yeah, that's right.
It's when she wakes up after having been rebuilt by Noah.
Yeah, wonderful, wonderful. I love this.
Yeah, Alita seems to get blown up a lot, doesn't she, in the manga? And then put back together. So, but the one on the right's cute, though. It really is, you know. And Kabaj, I don't know how. I don't know what prompt you're using. It'd be pretty cool, you know. But you know, writing a prompt and doing the actual art, I guess the level of difficulty is immensely different if you're going to draw something to this quality on the left. You know, I mean, it's much more difficult for me, because I took art class way back when, you know, but I'm not that great at art, you know, but you know, I can write a prompt, you know, and then put out some images. But if I was to attempt to draw that on the left, no chance. I'd have to go to another art class and study for a few years, and then maybe I could attempt it. But you know, they're still both cute. There's no doubt about that. So Yeah, you're right. That's right, Finn. Alita is always cute. That's
Alita
right.
is the cutest.
Yes, okay,
Yes.
this.
Yeah.
I would agree to this.
Yeah, prompt
She's
artist.
cute
There
in
you
every
go.
medium.
Yeah, I see that Lee and Finn said, "Oh, they're both late." Yeah, I think I said this at the beginning of the stream. I wanted to start an hour earlier so the folks in Europe, don't have to stay up till 2 o'clock in the morning. I mean, they have to stay up till 1 now. So, but anyway, it makes it tougher for Angelus to get on. So maybe we'll go back and forth. Maybe in future streams I'll do it 1 hour at the original time, and then.
Yeah, that's a nice idea. Yeah.
Because it's it's a little much to ask you guys in Europe to come on and stay on till past midnight every time. That's pretty tough, which you're doing anyway, I guess. So yeah, they're both cute. They both are. I really like the one on the left. That's she just looks like a little sweetie, doesn't she? Well, they both look like little sweeties, but I mean, the one on the left really looks sweet.
Her body like that.
Yeah, that's right. So
with her, what body is that? Sorry,
that's the Imaginos 1.0 body.
That's Imaginos 1.0.
Yeah.
Is it going to be like really shiny silver in the movie?
Yes,
it's going to be beautiful.
Great. But we probably wouldn't see the Imaginos 1.0 until at the very earliest it'd be at the end of the third movie. It'd probably be
they need to throw in teasers and flashbacks. So I mean, or like flash forwards.
Yeah, it would have
like show a dream with her in this body or something, just to like guarantee we're going to get another movie, because they've promised loads of scenes. I'm like, well, we've showed the fans all this stuff, now we have to make another movie.
Yes.
That's my hope.
Sorry, I closed the tab. I didn't.
What happened, Matu? Looks like
I closed the tab by accident.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I thought maybe we pissed you off real bad showing AI art or AI images, and you said, hell with this.
Oh no! If I had left because I was pissed off, you would have heard about it beforehand.
Yeah. We've had an incredibly civil discussion, even though a lot of us here are massive AI sinners.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, it's not my fault y'all suck.
Yeah, but
this is a joke. This is a joke.
Back to these two pictures.
We're weak, Matthew.
As Matu said, there is no AI artist, but in the chat I had a new expression, AI prompt.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah,
that was very interesting.
Yeah.
The art is in using, understanding, and using AI as tools. Yeah. That's the art behind AI.
Well, what it does do, what AI will help you do when you generate images like that, is that you have to really, I won't say perfectly, but you got to be really good at the prompt, at describing the image you want. Now, it's not, you're not drawing the image, but you have to know how to describe it. Because if you just say Alita Battle Angel with big brown eyes, like I have done in the past, you don't know what you're going to get. You'll get anything, so.
Yeah, and that's another thing that makes it quite fun, because you never know what's quite going to come out. Is it going to be something good? It's like gambling almost. Gambling with your soul. Every AI art creation, you're making a deal with the devil.
I hope that's not the case.
We're log god creaky.
Yeah, we got some. I was just going through the chats here.
Only Matthew will be saved.
Yeah, well, I was looking at Batman. The problem with AI is that the AI response to any prompt is undefined. That's right. That's what we were talking about. If you don't know how to really drill down to a low level of detail in a text description, it's like Vladi says, you're gambling on what you're going to get. You don't know what you're going to get, until you. I guess you have to. I guess it does improve your use of the language. Maybe it does do that.
Yeah, it does, because you have to look up different ways of phrasing stuff. Also, just to get around the centers. It's like when I'm trying to make AI Alita art on AI Alita images on Being AI, it's so hard to get like a full body image. It almost just doesn't. If it thinks it's going to like produce the curve of like a woman, it just won't let you do it. So you have to come up with like words and phrases to get around certain things. Like you have to say, "Oh, with her wearing boots" or something like that.
Yes.
Like force it to make the whole body.
Yeah, because I know on some sites that I won't list here, but I won't say what they are. But if you say something like full body or something, they'll say, "Hey, you're violating our community guidelines" or something like that. We're not going to draw this image. So now if you install Stable Diffusion on your computer, of course you don't have that. You don't have that straight, I guess.
Way more complicated though. It's so easy with the online Bing, the Bing one and other ones like that.
Yep. Well, they're both cute, and we'll just move on with that. Now, here's another one. I guess there's a guy on Facebook, and gosh, I can't remember his handle now. But he's been doing some AI images, and that one on the right is his. And I can't read the who drew this on the left. As nice as the one on the right is, I've used the one on the left a lot, in videos, because I really like that image a lot, and particularly what I like to do is crossfade that image with her in the motorball body. Because it's just like you're changing her clothes, but she's in the same position. I mean, it's kind of cool. I like doing that. I really prefer the one on the left. I see that the one on the right it's nice. It is nice, but the one on the left to me is much better, and so is the motorball version of this one too. It's her in the same pose, but she's in the motorball body. Maxie's favorite body is what she's in, So anyway, to me, there's no doubt who the one on the left is. That's Alita. That's Alita. The one on the right, okay, I have to be told that's Alita. Even though it's nice.
Yeah. It's the replaceable, or as Vladi said, it has less soul. Yeah. On the right.
Yeah.
What I think is, okay, you can create the picture on the right side in a much shorter time. Okay, but the point is, the picture on the left, in the creation process, I think the artist thought about what will she do, what does she do in the moment he captured the scene. And that's what I'm missing with AI generated pics. They don't have a story in mind. Well, they don't have a mind.
But having said that, you can put a story in with the prompt. Like you write, I want Alita to be reading a book in the morning before she sets out on her day, and then it'll have her like reading a book. Then
it will do that.
The story into it. So you've injected a little bit of human soul into it.
Are we on this state?
Not completely black and white.
Are we so close to with AI in these days?
Yeah,
Fluffy?
well, the stuff like you can make her hold anything you want, really.
Yeah,
so, like you can have her holding
not
a book.
hold, but you said preparing something or so. Yeah.
Well, that
What
will
you
be hinted at
can't
by just
see in the picture.
Yeah, that's true. You can't get all the finer details yet. That's for sure.
Well, I think
you can make a general scene with your own mind. You know what I mean?
Well, the image on the right, I think what he did was he probably had to go through several iterations to get that, and then take it through an editor with AI.
I think it might even be a Hot Toys pose, Hot Toys Alita pose.
Could be, but he
probably
probably
from a promotional shot of that.
Well, his first draft of the picture on the right probably didn't look like that, but he kind of took it through several iterations through an editor. Now, I don't know if he did this for sure, but that's kind of what I see he did, you know, because I think it would be extremely difficult to write a simple prompt to do that on the right, you know. Now, it's still not art in my mind, but he had to work on this, in my opinion, with an editor with AI tools in it. The one on the left is just simply somebody, you know, they drew it and they went through the whole process that artists usually go through when they draw an image like that.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah. So, okay, let me move on to the next one. Now, this is another one, the one on the right. Now, I have to admit I'm biased on this. The one on the left is it's a image, I guess, or art that KranberriJam did for Angelus. So I'm partial to that one.
Oh, wonderful.
On the left, yeah. But you see, here's another thing about what you get when you commission an artist that you don't get when you do AI art. Yeah, you can put together a really nice image and stuff like that with AI art. But you see, you can see Kran's, you can see her style, you know, in that image on the left. And you know that is Alita. You know it is. But you see, it's her style of drawing Alita. And that is one thing I appreciate, you know, when I see, say, an image like this, like particularly like with Kran's image here. You know, to me, it's like Kran is giving you part of herself, you know, in this image. You know, to me, that's what it looks like. So, do you have any thoughts about that, Matu, or you know, about how when you do art? Because I've seen some of your art, particularly those two characters that you just finished drawing for your client, the guy with the mohawk and the glasses and the real cute blonde girl. I can't remember their names, but do you feel like that you're putting part of yourself into an image like that?
Yes, because when you're drawing, whether you do it intentionally or not, there is a part of you in your art, and this is what makes it your style. Even when you try to imitate an art style, you always put a part in yourself in what you draw, and this is what makes each art unique. And for example, Kran's art are extremely recognizable because her style is so unique and so great, and she puts so much of herself in it. Just like the artist we talked about earlier, the Japanese artist who drew like Alita in Chibi's X. You put a part of you in everything you draw, and this is what makes it your art style in a way.
Okay, bad man. Microsoft hasn't introduced a paid poster service with Copilot Designer yet. Okay. Not like their 3D builder software and 3D printing. You can pay for them in a 3D print with your work. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, that's that's pretty cool right there. Yeah, Copilot, you can do some pretty good stuff with it. You can make some pretty decent looking images with it, you know. And by the way, I know in Microsoft Paint, they're coming out with
Microsoft Paint.
Yeah, Microsoft Paint's coming out with a where you can feed it a prompt and it'll generate something. You know, when I've seen it, it's annoying when you get into Microsoft Paint and you want to, open an image, it always that little window pops up. Did you know that Microsoft, or something like that? And you say, no, I don't care about that. I just want to, you have to click on it one time. Now, I know that's a small
must just
thing.
be using the same technology as Copilot.
But it's like I'm watching an ad every time, or something like that. So, but yeah, that I really, now I admit, that I'm biased. I really love Kran's work. I've got several of her commissions here, and that's, I really love that piece on the left there. Now, that said, the one on the right looks nice. There's no doubt about it. One thing I have noticed about the one on the right, though, is the eyes are not right. She don't have those big anime eyes, like you would think, but it's still cute. I mean,
they're still quite large, the eyes.
Yeah, they are, but they're not as big as Alita's, I don't think.
Oh, no. Fall them well short.
Yeah. Still cute, though. There's no doubt. But
I like the metallic fist.
Yeah, it's nice. There's no doubt. But the one on the left is the Creek's, the Creek's favorite. So what is a bad man says here that MS Paint does not need AI features when they haven't even added a basic functionality to it. That's exactly right. It's pretty basic. Yeah, well, I've used MS Paint, on stuff, like Vlada, you were talking about removing the joints in Hot Toys Alita. I've done that with MS Paint. It's kind of
MS Paint.
Yes, Microsoft Paint. What you got when you get Windows. They
try it, Vladi. Try it in Windows 11.
What Windows 10?
You don't
Paint 3D. Is that what we mean? Paint 3D?
No.
No.
Had nothing.
That's way more advanced.
Has nothing to do with this earlier days Paint 3D, but you have normally installed your Microsoft Paint, and now they created a kind of interface, an extension, that offers you some very basic AI features. Okay, removing objects or parts from a picture you created or you loaded in the program, and so on.
Yes.
Is it only in Windows 11?
Windows 11.
Yes.
It's only got Windows 10.
No, Windows 10 doesn't have it.
No.
Yeah, Windows 10's Paint does not have that.
For something completely different, Metal. I have a question. If you look at this picture from Kran, how do you bring your ideas to the paper or to the machine, whatever?
Yes.
Do you have the complete still picture in mind, or do you think I could add this effect or this? Look at all these things lying around Alita here.
Well, Alita is just beat up and destroyed an opponent, and she's ready to take on the next one. That's what I see when I see that picture. She's ready.
It completely depends from the artist. Some artists are going to start drawing with a very precise idea of what they want in their mind. And some artists, and I know I tend to be a little bit of both sometimes, I will have a general idea. I'm going to first do a work of looking for tons of references and inspiration, and then I'm going to go with the flow. It's not rare for me to start an artwork with a pose, and then there is something I will not like about it, and I will change a few things, and the final piece is going to be very different from what I had first in mind or what I started with. When it is a commission, it's not like this, because more often than not, people are going to provide you with a reference or an idea of what they want, of the pose and everything. when it is commission, when people commission you, it's often like this. But when I draw for myself, sometimes I'm just like, oh, I want to draw those two characters. I don't know what, but I'm going to find something. And sometimes I'm going to have a very precise picture in mind, and I know which reference to use, and I will produce more or less exactly what I had in mind. Sometimes I go with the flow, sometimes it evolves, sometimes it doesn't. It completely depends from the artist and from the context. If you work in the industry, you will not be able to do that. Like you artistic freedom and vision are not good. When you're working for someone else, you will not have complete complete freedom, because the client, that it be a studio, that it be a private person, wants something precise, and you will do it for them. But when you are on your own, doing your own thing, you're free to do the way you want, basically. It depends.
Well, anyway,
nice.
Gary likes the one on the left. The other one on the right's cute. There's no doubt. I don't dislike it, but I really like the one on the left because it's crayons, and I recognize it's crayons, and I love crayon style, because and I've got several of her pieces here in my gym, to prove it, So anyway. Okay, let me move on. Here's another one, I guess. Now, the one on the left, okay, it might maybe somewhat resemble Alita, but the one on the right is definitely like the body, Alita.
I don't really like the face on the left.
Yeah. Well, I guess her clothes that she's wearing maybe is similar, her clothes. Yeah. The hair is probably right.
The muscular look of the body is quite similar as well.
Yeah, but there is no doubt about the one on the right. The one on the right is definitely Alita, and that's definitely a Damascus blade that she's holding. Whereas the one on the left,
like one of the poster poses,
like a katana.
Yeah, exactly. What I think this is what Matthew says. That here you have a reference picture. Mm-hmm. You are not free to bring in your own ideas, maybe some fire effects or whatever this should be. But the point is, here it's more, sorry to the artist, but for me it's more a copy, a variation of a picture we all know from the posters, or from Vladi knows it from our package, from the box of Hot Toys Alita. Yeah,
for sure.
Well, the one on the left, you could see that she's in some kind of battle, I guess. I mean, it's there's a lot going on in the background and all that. But to me, the face does not look like Alita. It's basically to me, this could be any cyborg girl on the left. Okay, maybe it does favor Alita a little bit or resemble her, but you could make the case that, hey, this is, and the one on the left also looks like she's a little older than maybe Alita would be in the movie anyway. Maybe not in the last story.
I wouldn't look at this for more than a few seconds, probably.
Yeah.
Especially because there's so many of the they churn these AI ones out so much. You'll see one of them, then there'll be like 15 other ones of her like doing another action pose in like a similarly like decent body, and it just obviously it's not as eventually you just sort of skip through them all.
Well, I guess we're accustomed to the image on the right too, because we've seen it, and
of course, I'd always rather see that.
Yes, and that's not to say the one on the left's bad, but
so determined.
I recognize the one on the right easily. It's definitely
she looks fantastic in her bodysuit and holding that sword.
Absolutely.
That fierce expression. She's coming for those sequels.
In terms of telling a story, the one on the left is better than some AI art I've seen, because it's obvious she's in a battle, but it still doesn't look like Alita to me. I mean, maybe it resembles her. That's kind of what my take is.
Yeah, I agree. doesn't have that Alita look or energy.
Yeah.
It's got to at least have the big eyes, round face.
And it looks like the eyes
Let's
to me.
go to the next side check.
Yeah, they look like they're blue also. To me, but that's, which is a pet peeve I have about Alita. When you AI Alita, when you type in a prompt, you can put large brown eyes and it still makes them blue or green.
Bing AI is not that bad for that anymore. But it still does it sometimes.
Well, I know when I've generated AI images, typically what you'll get if you go to one of these sites, like on Discord, it'd be on Midjourney, or if you go to Lexica or one of them, or Dream AI or whatever it is, they usually give you like four images, kind of in a box kind of looking thing.
Yeah.
And you can pick the best one, and do you like it? And you can save that one, and you can like it, and it'll create something trying to make it closer to what you like. But if you want to really get something like that off of one of those sites, you have to go through many to finally to get it close to what you want. And even then, sometimes it's not exactly what you want. The one on the right here, this is Alita. This is exactly what I want to see when I see Alita. That's what I want. So see, Badman, it looks like Microsoft got rid of the MS Paint applications for Windows 10, which is unfortunate. Phasing out Windows 10 anyway.
No,
yeah, that's right. They are.
They make us upgrade all the freaking.
Well, Windows 11's pretty good. I don't think, Bloody, if you're still on Windows 10, Windows 11's all right. There's nothing wrong with it.
No, Creaky. No.
I haven't had any issues with it.
Horrible. Okay, maybe you are not aware of these hidden advertising.
I have a firewall, and I have a VPN. I got like 3 firewalls and VPN that stops that stuff, So
I have a dedicated network and everything. Like a professional environment, so you can block it. But the better. It's better for Windows 10 is better for administration than Windows 11. Okay. They removed more and more administration options from their operating.
I was
systems.
Struggling with that today, trying to install all the stable diffusion stuff. I had to go do commands in MS Prompt to allow to force control of some folders, even though they were just in an external drive. So that's probably going to get even worse in Windows 11.
Yeah, exactly.
Avernaut likes Windows 11, so it's got to have some saving grace. But anyway, go ahead, Smendrick.
Yeah. The point is, you get less and less opportunities to get rid of elements you don't like. They reduces the interface, the graphical interfaces to as every PC would be a mobile device. They don't make a difference between mobile devices and workstations and PCs, which are completely different for us older users. Maybe the youth has a completely different view.
Well, Badman has
enough.
Badman has an interesting take on it, that Windows 11 is really, it looks like the objective there is to have Windows Copilot kind of be heavily engaged or heavily integrated in all the aspects of your computer, at what it runs and all that. I don't use Copilot, except for when I want to generate images. I might do that, but I don't use it. I don't. Microsoft Office has some Copilot hooks into it, but I don't use that either. You know, in my
I
job.
use it as like, instead of Google now, I often just use Microsoft Copilot because the AI is so good.
It is.
It can write everything out in really easy. Like when you use Google, you have to find a specific site.
Yeah.
When you use an AI chatbot like Copilot, it just lays everything out. Like it spoon feeds everything to you.
Yeah, but the European unification, I don't know the right word.
Yeah.
The laws, lawmakers, and
Well,
I don't have the right word at the moment. They have a real problem with these things like Microsoft Copilot. Because if you focus more and more on this artificial support, I don't want to say they do it for you, or they try to manipulate you. But
of course,
if
you trust it too much.
If you trust it, that's the word. If you trust too much to those functions, it's not Copilot only. What will happen when someone, a decision maker of this AI version or this program, want to control you, want to lead you in a special direction, or I don't like it. Okay, maybe we can watch this with Google, the original website Google in our days too. But
well, I think Avernoff brings up a good point. Well, Avernoff brings up a good point here, is that the EU and Copilot is really restricted. And I think that part of that is probably part of that is probably due to GDPR, which is a law that's come out in the EU that restricts data transfer from country to country, is one of the things it does. But that's probably why that is. So, that's probably a portion of that.
Britain is independent from.
Do we not have those restrictions? Is that why I'm becoming addicted and hopelessly like enslaved to AI?
Okay, maybe it's more comfortable. To use these functionalities, but I'm an old man. Okay,
it's another bite of the
poison. Don't worry about that. Let me say good night to Finn. There we go.
Okay. Bye, Finn.
Okay, well, let's get off of this.
So many features you have to go through.
This is
when you get we don't want to
talk about. We don't want to talk about regulations and GDPR and stuff like that. Let's get back to Alita.
Have we got another slide?
Yeah, I do. I got more slides, man. Are you kidding me? You know Creaky, don't you?
Yeah.
So anyway, this is another one. Now, I really like that image on the left. That's one that's done by Paul Untitled. He does really good art, man. He's good at it, you know.
You even remember the artist, yeah?
Oh, absolutely. Well, his name's there as well, but
every time I look at this, okay, I ask myself, what's Paul Untitled doing at the moment?
Yeah, me too. Exactly. Yeah, he's one I always remember. It's so iconic, his edits and the art.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Now the one on the right is cute again. It's cute, but
I like that one.
Doesn't look like Alita to me. The one on the left is Alita, that's for sure.
It's just a generic dark cyborg angel.
Yeah. Well, the one on the left is the Imaginos 2.1 body, I believe, because she's wrapped in those bandages and got the wings and stuff like that. Although that's his interpretation of the wings. You know, the wings in the manga are actually they're actually Damascus blades, but still, that's pretty nice, man. I really like that, and he makes her look a little sexy too, doesn't he? I mean, that's pretty cool. You know, of course, the one on the right's a little sexy, but you're right, Vladdy. The one on the right just looks like a cyborg girl with wings. You know, the hair is probably right, but that's about it. And she's got blue eyes, which is another pet peeve of the Creek. The
devil would probably send her to try and tempt me to the dark side.
Yes.
It's like a dark angel.
Yes.
Very much my
Matt
type
too,
as well.
Are you still with us, or did you fall asleep, or
No, I'm still with you.
Okay.
I'm listening.
Okay. Well, don't be afraid to butt in, because we'll hog the conversation if you let us. So anyway, I really like the one on the left. That's one of my faves right there. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yep. And I got another one of his coming up too. So, but the one on the right's cute, no doubt about it. You know, wrong eyes though. That's what I don't like.
Yeah, the face is completely wrong, obviously.
Yep. Oh, here's my favorite. Now, of course,
yes.
Of course, I like the one on the left, because that's a commission that Kran did for me. You know, and she's lifting. Oh gosh, I can't remember how many kilograms. It's like 585 pounds or near 600 pounds. You know, but you know,
it looks way heavier on Kran's. Like the AI didn't capture like the weight of it.
Yeah, well, you know, the one on the right. Well, the one on the right looks like she's lifting.
Those thick thighs, though, on the right. My God.
Yeah, that's true. But that would be on the right. That'd be 225 pounds, which would be 100 and somewhere around 102 kilograms, maybe something like that. The one on the left is nearly 600 pounds. So, you know, because the bar is 45 pounds or 20.4 kilograms, and each one of the plates is, 20.4 kilograms. So it's 45 pounds. So you can count them up and do the math, you know. Now, obviously, there's some other plates back there, you know. Typically, plates aren't big like that in the back, like you see. They're all the same size, even the 55 pound or say, yeah. Well, even the 25 kilogram plates are the same size in terms of diameter as the 45 pound plates or the 20 kilogram plates. You know.
Okay.
So,
I'm lost.
But anyway,
numbers now.
But I love the one on the left because Kran did that, and that's my gym. And
yeah, it's amazing.
She captured even my resistance bands in the back, and you see the easy curl bar that's on one of those kind of stands I got back there where I can do bench press and stuff like that. But Kran nailed it. She nailed my gym to a T on that one, you know. And Kran will always say, she always says this: I'm not very good at drawing realistic art. Au contraire. Now certainly Alita, that's her style of art right there, which is pretty cool, I think, you know. But you look at
the smile. The smile. It's typical for Kran. Yeah? Yes. And I love it. I really love it.
Yes, indeed. You know. But anyway, it's Kran does a great job, you know. The one on the left is cute again, you know, but the one on the left, that's Creaky's, you know. That's what Creaky certainly is going to like that one more than any of them, you know. The one on the right has legs of Superman, Evernaut says. Yeah, I guess so, you know. They almost look like they'd be legs that a human would have. Whereas
what's the guy's name who makes these ones on the right? Langadorn or something.
Who's this?
The one who makes the ones on the right. They make some nice AI Alita images.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, I'm not sure.
It's it's not. I know they're just prompting them, but it's still nice to credit them.
Yeah. Those are resistance bands that aren't water balloons. No, they're not water balloons. They are definitely resistance bands, you know, and each color is a more resistance. Like I think the green, let me think about it. I have to turn around and look at mine to make sure. Yeah, the red resistance bands
right now.
Yeah, I'm in my gym now. Yeah. The red resistance bands have the least resistance, and the green resistance band has the most resistance. So, but yeah, they're not water balloons, bad man. They are definitely resistance bands. Reminds them of Superman in the comics. Okay. Yeah, I guess the legs certainly do, don't they? I mean, that's for sure. Oh, I know what I need to do. I want to put another link in the chat. I get running my mouth and I forget to do that. If you want to come on the stream, there's the link. It's in the chat. So just click on it. We'll bring you on if you want to do that. So anyway, what's y'all's thoughts? What's your take? Matthew, I'm going to start with you since the guys all of us have been hogging the conversation here.
Well, my opinion is that, again, Kran's art is amazing and AI art sucks.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, let me do one other thing here. I'm going to pull this up here. Let's see.
Yeah, look at the proportions of the lower leg.
Yeah,
on the right side.
On the right.
It's
like
completely why?
Well, I get it's like a cartoony hero thing, I think.
Yeah, here you see wonderful too.
Oh, that's so nice.
I know, I'm sorry. I should finish it. I'm sorry. It's going to
No, don't do that. I am proud of this thing already.
It's so cute already.
Yeah,
this
it is
cute.
Yeah,
please finish it though.
Really
oh yeah. Well, she will. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
No,
but anyway,
only photo of real people lifting weight.
Well, she has 120 kilograms that she's curling, and look at the look on her face. It's like, this is light. This is really light. You know, actually, she's got more than that. She's got 220 kilograms that she's curling.
Yeah, I was gonna say the weight are full weight of 50 kilo or 200 kilos, and plus the bar weight. So yeah, probably around that.
Yeah, which is about. Let me calculate that real quick. Like, so that's 120 kilograms times 2.205. That is 265 pounds right there that she's just curling like it is nothing. It's like a feather. And that's kind of like the deadlift she was doing, where she's got 600 pounds on the bar and she's just holding it smiling, you know, whereas most guys that would be pulling that would be like, they'd be red faced and all that stuff and really grimacing, you know. So anyway, yeah, I really like this. This is cool, you know.
I love her nose. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the style of the old anime.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Yeah, it is. So anyway, that's it in a nutshell right there. I love that thing. So let me do this here. There we go. Okay, any thoughts about this, guys? Any more thoughts?
No, but obviously Kran wins this one again against the AI.
Oh, easily.
Transhuman art takes the win once again.
Yeah. The one on the right's nice, but no, it doesn't beat Kran. There's no way.
Yeah, I look forward to that guy's AI art every day.
Yeah. Now the one on the right here is certainly you know, kind of an extract off of the movie, but you know, somebody had to put this skin on her, you know, this Spider-Man suit, you know. The one on the left certainly is generated by AI. But you see the one on the left? That doesn't look like Alita to me. That looks like some teenage girl that's got a Spider-Man suit on. That's what it looks like to me, you know.
I've never been a Spider-Alita fan, I'll be honest.
Yeah. I do like the one on the right because
Spider-Man's a male character anyway.
Yes. The one on the right I like because that's Alita. Welcome, Chaos Nova from Mentor, Ohio.
Thank you. Hello, Chaos.
Hello, Chaos.
How's it going, man?
So there's an episode of something I'm mentioning sci-fi, and the whole Battle Angel Alita franchise is being mentioned next week, Monday. It should be fun.
All right. Yeah, we'll check that out.
I'm kind of capitalizing off the fact they made the whole Fallout thing, but I mentioned Alita as something that's related to it because the narrative of how the Fallout video games work is very similar to how Battle Angel Alita works. So the Western style.
God, I love Fallout. I've been playing that all day today, Fallout 4.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm okay with
the new update.
It's just that it crashes for me, and it's a little annoying.
Oh, it crashed earlier today. I had to redo loads of stuff. It's so frustrating. I just love like exploring around. The main story sucks and everything. I know the other games are better.
I mean,
but I just
for
like
the story,
the
first one is perhaps the best. There's very little wasted, and there's
You mean the very first Fallout?
Yes.
The isometric one.
Yes.
You know, I've never actually played either of the isometric Fallouts.
You can get it now.
The first one I played was Fallout 3.
Or grg.com. You can get it that way, and it works on modern Windows.
I think I've probably already got it.
Yeah, but the first one, there's very little wasted. It's a very good mystery plot that you play through.
I bet the plot's so much better than the new games.
Chaos, put that link in the chat if you got it already.
I will. I'll put a link to the episode.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever you put in the private chat, I'll put it in the public chat, you know, if you want to do that. So, here's a question for Chaos. Did you ever resolve the issues with Gundam Martian Memories, the English translation? Is there issues with that, Chaos? I wasn't aware of any. He's probably got kids in the background.
Oh, no, there weren't issues. I just was really busy to try and live stream play it, but I can continue now. I just need to get some time set aside for it.
Yeah, anyway, Creek likes the one on the
issues, but that had to do with the version. The newer version of it is better. Thank Ripper's Anime for making that.
Oh. Well, anyway, we can move on from this. You know, certainly
Alita. I don't like Spider-Alita.
Alita's not a superhero, but I like the one on the right, you know, because that is Alita, you know. So
but it's not really a body.
No, it's the Spider-Man suit over her berserker body. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's a very simple.
It's a simple edit. So yeah, it's not. And of course, this is really I wouldn't call this art.
What is this? Why is this? Why are we talking about this?
I just wanted to display it, you know, because you know, we're into the superhero part. If you remember back here, we had superhero.
We're doing AI versus.
Well, we are, but this is produced by a human. This was produced by the Creek, or at least the Creek took two existing photos and put them together like this at that background. So
nice.
And then of course there's this one. You know?
I thought there was a new Captain America now. You used the old one.
There is a new Captain America, and Disney's catching a lot
ridiculous.
Of Disney and MCU is taking a lot of shit about it because of Anthony Mackie. They don't see him as Captain America. I like Anthony Mackie for sure. Well, yeah, that they're not doing what we want them to do, but you know, I think Anthony Mackie's a really good actor, but he's not Captain America. That's just the way I see it. But anyway, here's the AI of Alita as Captain America. In other words, this was her with Captain America.
I made an edit like this, and it almost made me feel physically sick. I couldn't even publish it.
Uh-oh. Well, I'm sorry, Vladdy. And then here she is. She's Captain America now, you know, so.
I'm sorry, I will have to go. It's extremely late. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, Matthew. Well, I'm glad you logged in.
I loved our chat on the AI art. It was a good.
Me too, and I'm going to try to log tomorrow as well. So bye, everyone.
All right.
Bye.
We'll see you,
Bye.
Bye. Okay, here's the latest thing from Chaos right here. If you guys want to check it out, there's the link. You can go click on that and go look at it. So
Chaos,
yeah,
is there a remastered Fallout?
I'm just letting you know in advance before.
What?
The episode's premiering on Monday. Not yet.
Oh, right.
On Monday? Okay. You mean this one right here, Chaos?
Correct.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
I see.
Yeah, click on it on Monday then. Okay. So, Lottie, does this make you physically sick?
No, because it doesn't look like Alita.
Well, that one doesn't, no. And the eyes, brown eyes, but their eyes aren't big, The one
I made used the AI filter, so it kept the face, so it looked exactly like her, but wearing a Captain, whatever it is, Captain Underpants, whatever it is.
Captain Underpants. That's the guy from the Big Bang Theory, isn't it?
I don't know.
So anyway, you guy in the comic store, the one that I think, well, maybe it's somebody else. I don't know. So yeah, Alita's not a superhero, but AI will make her a superhero if you want to put the prompt in.
I'm not surprised Matthew left. Look at these horrors you're unleashing on the world right now.
Here we go. Here's sexy Alita. And the one on the right is another one of Get by Paul Untitled again. So he's he's
everyone knows.
They'll
never let her body look like that in the future movies.
No, they won't.
Bastards.
That'd be the Imaginos, one of the Imaginos bodies right there on the right. The one on the left.
They even made a fuss about Alita's body, and hers wasn't even like remotely really sexualized.
Well, this one on the left to me looks like Michelle Pfeiffer with black hair and a cyborg.
Exactly. It doesn't look like our Rosa.
It's some scary witch that looks a little bit like a cyborg.
Yeah.
The arm looks a bit metallic, but even that, it doesn't even look that much cyborgy.
Yeah, but I like Michelle Pfeiffer. I think she's okay in my book, but
she's not.
She's not Alita. She's not Rosa. That's right. There is a Captain Underpants in the Big Bang Theory. Yes, so he is in the comic book store. Yes, that's right, Bad Man. So
I was just
we got another Big Bang Theory fan out there, huh? Yeah, I'm ambivalent about this. I'm not ambivalent about Paul Untitled's art. I really like that. That's really great. The one on the left, that does not look like Alita to me at all. But that's the prompt was, draw Alita with, whatever, and that's what it did. So anyway, and I think this one though, I actually downloaded off of X or Facebook or one of them. I can't remember, but. She looks sexy. There's no doubt about it, but she's not Alita. The one on the right's Alita. So,
yeah, it's all about keeping the face because
that's
so important, obviously, because she can have anybody in the world, really.
Yeah, she could because her core, will fit in anybody. That's for sure.
So many possibilities.
Here's one of Lottie's. One of Lottie's on the right.
And you picked one of my weird latex ones. I have so much more wholesome.
I guess
that's much more wholesome AI Alita art.
Well, I guess the creek, that's his proclivities on the right, I guess. They're showing up. The one on the left, of course, it looks to me like Alita has a teen tude going on right there. Like she's,
gosh,
yeah. But that one on the right, Bloody, is Hot Toys Alita, isn't it?
An edited Hot Toys Alita picture, then run through that AI mirror filter.
So you use it? Did you use your AI editing tool on the right to
I used AI mirror.
AI mirror. Okay.
Basically, with AI mirror, it just gets rid of everything apart from the face. and it sort of keeps the hair and stuff. It just sort of like traces over everything, and then just gets rid of the whole body.
Yeah,
completely replaces it. And yeah, I like that one because it was a nice. Oftentimes it does like over the top body shapes, but
yeah,
that was just a nice.
Now, Avernaut said the one on the right's pretty, but not Alita. I don't know, Avernaut. I disagree because I think her face is definitely Alita. Now, you could make the case.
Toys Alita.
Yeah, to me, she looks like Alita because I connect Hot Toys Alita so much.
You always look at Hot Toys here.
Yeah.
It has the spirit of Alita in my mind.
What we need is more variants, more versions of her face. And I think it needs another decade for AI engines to give one reference and then create a side view or whatever. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Or open the mouth or close the eyes, or yeah.
You should be able to just have it perfect and just have do whatever you want.
Yeah. But I think this needs at least another decade.
Well, I like both of these actually.
Both pictures are very nice.
Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah, Vladi, you ought to do videos on your stuff. I know you always say you're too lazy to do it. But,
what do you normally use to make them? I asked AI that recommended Canvas. What do you use?
With your pictures, Vladi, all I do is download what you put on social media and put them through my video editor as stills.
What's your video editor? That's what I was asking.
Oh, my video editor is just well, I have like 3 different video editors. I have OpenShot. I've got Filmora. See, what's the other one I have? I got 4. ESDC is another one.
I could just do it on my PC.
Video Pad is another one. So I got 4 of them. So
how many seconds do you leave each image on the screen for?
Depends on the music that I put behind it, and what I like to do is match the stills to the music.
Oh yeah,
so anywhere you like have a drum beat, where the beat's heavy, terminate one still and start the other, and you got to kind of calculate how many seconds depending on length, stuff like that. It's not very difficult. So
exactly.
But that looks like my niece on the right there. So that's. By the way, I was telling you guys one thing I was thinking about, guys. What do you think about this? Is I was thinking if Disney does not give us that damn sequel anytime soon, I'm going to do an Alita short.
What is it going to be?
And
is it going to be feeding Mickey Mouse?
Well, a friend of mine that lives here in Denver. Well, a friend of mine lives in Denver here as an actress. And she's cute, and I could.
I'm waiting for her to cosplay.
Well, it was she agreed to do the cosplay, but she's so freaking busy sometimes, that she can't get around to stuff, and she travels a lot too as well. But anyway, I was thinking of a something where like at my Kansas bar, she comes into my Kansas bar, and she's wearing a cosplay suit, and maybe asks, and I'll say something like, "Well, it seems like you've come to visit your Uncle Creek," or something like that, And she says, "Yes, but what I really want is I want to find Nova," and then we could go off on that, and then have a brief conversation. Then she leaves the Kansas bar or something like that. We could do something like that.
Yeah,
I
but
guess.
Kansas bar has a lot of visitors, so Vladi and me, we wouldn't disagree to visit you, Creaky, in your Kansas bar.
Well, let me play
at this moment.
Well, I'll play an old version of a video. Now, I've added some stuff to this, but this is the I've added several things to the Kansas bar, but you know, this is still essentially that
Do you
sign
have the
you saw.
coasters?
Yes, I do have the coasters. As a matter of fact, I haven't opened them yet. Jeff sent me the coasters and the smoker. You know, I haven't opened them yet, but I'm going to.
The smoker too. Yeah,
yes.
that's
Oh,
good.
nice.
So anyway, I remember showing this when Elle Lamont was on, and
yeah, that
she
Kansas
really,
sign is incredible.
yeah, she really liked it, you know. But so anyway, and
I
you see,
would
there's
take a seat.
you saw those pictures there. That was one of those there. That collage up there was I've added like 6 more medals since then, or 8 more medals.
Enough place for me. Okay, I could
Yeah.
sit there and have a drink or two.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, if the Alita Army ever comes to Denver, just send me a DM. There's some of my friends in Bear King right there.
Nice.
You know, that we were in Austria on that one, and
No.
what you see,
but there's missing one picture with the Alita Army members.
Yeah. We're going to do that. Angelus and I are going to do that. There's a German thing right there. So anyway, that's it. But you know, toward the end, and this is what I was talking about. I've added a bunch of medals since this, not to brag, but so anyway, there's that stuff there. And way long time ago, I was a tennis player at one point, you know, and there we go back, and there's Alita right there. So that what I was thinking, you know, is that, you know, Alita would come into the Kansas bar, and you know, she and I'd have a brief conversation, and then you know, we would you know, I would send her off on her way looking for Nova or something like that. You know, we do that kind of thing. Turlo Dorman's out there. Hey, Turlo, how's it doing, man? I really like your videos. I think you've heard me say that many, many times. So anyway, it's good to have you out there, Alita Army. So, okay, Wonder Dynamics Wonder Studio could replace players with digital characters in real time. I don't know if it's entirely functional right now. Okay, yeah, I guess that's you know, that's sort of what Metu was talking about a while ago, is that things seem to be progressing in that direction, you know, where AI is kind of taken over. Yes, Sora. I have a nephew that's a IT savant, basically. He's an IT specialist. I asked him about Sora, and it's not ready. It's not open to the public yet, but it's in a beta. No, it might not even be in beta testing yet, but anyway. I appreciate that, Alita Army. Yes, indeedy. So, all right, moving right along here. Now, here's to say that the one on the right is a sketch is not really correct, but it kind of looks like one, you know. Yeah, it's AI.
When the AI does different styles, it's harder to tell it's AI, isn't it? It's way more easy to tell it's AI when it's that, like, trying to be that photorealistic, but you can tell it's fake kind of style.
Yes, indeed, it sure is. So,
I know why I prefer doing cartoon styles or sketch styles with AI, because it looks more realistic, like someone's actually made it.
It looks like that, but once again, to me, it looks like it's something that's been generated.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Alita that much either.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. I think it's pretty neat, you know. But the one on the left looks like Alita to me, you know. I mean, it's you know,
it's this GB Alita face.
Pretty close,
and and I don't think AI is you cannot really create this with AI.
But anyway, that's kind of what that guy looks like, and or those two ladies look like, not guy. But yeah, the one on the left definitely looks like Alita, you know, to me. The one on the right is cute. Maybe it favors Alita a little bit, but it could be just any cyborg girl, you know. So yeah, Blender is a good app, that's for sure. Bad man. Blender has a feature to track 3 known points in space, a seamless computer generated imagery integrated with live action video. Oh, no kidding. Oh my gosh, I got Blender on my system. I'll have to start playing with it again.
Yeah, we need this Hot Toys video.
Yeah.
I thought about stop motion for a while, but it's way too hard.
It's very, very time consuming.
I know, yeah.
Well,
there
Lottie,
was
you
that horror movie from last year that was called
Lottie,
Stop
you
Motion.
still should do it.
That.
If you just shoot the stills, you shoot the stills.
Yeah, I did do some.
And I'll put the video together for you. I'll do that. and I'll send you the video and we can put it up on both of our channels.
Making the stills is so laborious. so laborious, Creaky.
Yeah, I know it is. Yeah, I have to too, bad man. I started playing with Blender and I kind of got into where I could import a picture into it and do some stuff, but I haven't messed with it for over a year, so I don't. I've lost that and Unreal Engine. I started playing with that too, and then I actually put a figure into into an environment, and it was able to run around up and down hills and stuff like that. But I quit playing with it. So yes,
isn't Blender more for technical objects for the I didn't know that Blender can be used for humans or for animals.
Yeah. Yeah, you can put anything in it. I've seen guys, there's a lot of tutorials on YouTube about making donuts. I know I've seen that in there. So you can put damn near anything in that thing, if you want to, so I think in the near future would be better ways than Blender. Yeah, I think you're right about that, Evernaut. As a matter of fact, well, Blender's pretty good, that's for sure. I like Unreal Engine a lot. There's another one called, I can't remember the name of it now. I'll think of it as we go through the images here. Here's another one, I guess. The one on the left is obviously done by an artist. The one on the right certainly is done by AI. So,
yeah, this is Bob Crypto's AI, isn't it?
Oh yeah, Bob Crypto. That's right. That's who did
Bob Crypto.
Yeah, that's who did this one and this one. And I got the next slide.
I think there's a couple more as well from him.
Yeah, well, there's another one. He did this one on the right. And that one on the right is really cute. There's no doubt about it. And she's an angel. Look at that. She got a halo.
Yeah, I quite like that one.
And got the wings going and stuff like that. And the face is really super cute. That's pretty neat, So, but you can tell it's AI generated versus the one on the left, So. And here's just some AI art now. If
which
channel is on,
the
one in the center is channels. And that's really cute. So, and of course, the one on the far right there is what we used in the I guess the Los Angeles Times ad.
The one Landau saw.
Yeah. Oh, he really loved that too, didn't he?
He did. I wonder what he's thinking. He's got to give us an update soon, surely.
Talk about a stroke of luck, too. Him just happened to be flying back from New Zealand and being out of the country for months. He comes back, picks up the LA Times in the airport, opens it up to the third page or whatever it was, and there's Alita, Yeah. So anyway, that's there's a three.
Is the left one
that's out of the manga.
An original Kishiro, or what is it?
No, I think that was done by a fan or something that didn't sign it. I wish folks had signed their art, but anyway, that's in the manga. That particular, not that picture, but that was drawn from it, I think. But that's done by a human.
Okay.
So
okay.
And then there's some more Alita art,
I like the one I remember both pics.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing about art like that. You remember the artist. I don't know their names, but I definitely, I could zoom in on that one. But This one's not. Oh yeah, it is signed down the lower right hand corner, but I can't see it. You know. So anyway. And here's some more AI, and I think that one on the left is yours, isn't it, Lottie?
The ones on the outside are both mine. The one in the middle is Bob Crypto, I think.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Bob.
his. They're all really cute. There's no doubt about it. That one on the left is cartoon Alita, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Chibi Alita.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty cute. There's no doubt about it. You know, and the one on the one in the center, it looks like boy, she's really cute. You know, well, they're all cute. You know, but
I think it looks the least like it has the least Alita energy of all of those three. Is the middle?
Yeah,
one,
I think so. But
maybe I'm biased because I made the other two, but I think the cartoony way they've done it with the big eyes, and it just feels more like Alita, especially obviously Chibi Alita because she's got such big eyes and all that.
Yeah.
I always try and make it have that feeling of Alita when I make the AI stuff, and there's something just a bit off about the middle one with the face.
I don't know if AI understands the idea behind these octopus lips.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe they have to less reference pics for this.
Yeah, of course. And obviously not many people have that as big eyes as Alita.
Yeah.
Nobody has big eyes like Alita.
Yeah, that's probably why I think it looks better when they do the cartoon style.
Yeah. By the way, Vladi, you're famous. Avernaut says the one on the right is famous. So you've hit your fame now. So you're.
I don't know why that's more famous than any of the other ones I posted.
Yeah.
But it should be famous. Look at that. I love the way that they put her heart on like a little display over where her heart panel is. And at least she's got the cute 99 collar. It's really adorable. And it looks like her top's just coming off a bit on the sides too. It's very sweet.
Yeah, like a bad man says, are you doing this for an 8-bit or 16-bit video game?
8-bit,
cool. I love all that style. So that's another. I like doing the low poly. You can choose different styles on being AI.
Yeah.
And I think the one is just called pixel art, and it's so funny because George, who was in the fandom a lot before, he used to make all these pixel arts, and it took him ages, and now you can just make them so quickly with this thing. But again, it doesn't have the human soul, even though it still looks quite good.
Talking about 8-bit video games, I used to own many years ago a TRS-80. Do you know what that one is, Avernaut? Or Smendrick or Bloody or Bad Man? Do you guys all know what that one was?
Yeah. Man, we had so many computers in these days.
Yeah, I was sort of famous for my TRS-80 because I hooked a 10 megabyte drive up to it. 10 megabytes. Wow. Yes. And then there's some more AI Alita. And the reason why I put that one on the left is because, damn it, we want that sequel, Disney. Jesus Christ, because if you give us a sequel, it'll probably win an Academy Award.
There's no doubt they owe it to James Cameron. They snubbed the last one. And they kind of screwed him with Avatar 2 as well. That should have won more.
Yeah, bad man, my TRS-80 wasn't a color computer. It was a really old computer. Mine was. It was like early 80s. So, there you have it. Yeah, they did eventually come out with a color computer, though. That's for sure, And let's see, Avernaut, I think a big problem with AI is that it uses not original Alita pics due to copyrights. Yeah, that's probably true because I know for a while there was one site I was using that they wouldn't let you upload a person's face to it. I think they've modified that a little bit because they change it, but if you a person, they would you would violating their guidelines, or something like that. So yeah, that's exactly right. So
yeah, but AI doesn't understand reference pictures.
Yeah, that's right.
If you could tell AI, look at this picture.
Yes.
Take the eyes, the nose, or the face expression or whatever. But here we have the greatest week of AI. It's the point that AI does not understand what is shown in the picture. It can add elements like persons or an environment or whatever, but it doesn't understand if you say, okay, you are not allowed to use copyrighted pictures, but create it in the same way. Or take the idea behind the picture or the face expression or whatever. It needs at least 1 decade to that AI understand what it has created. What's the result of the prompt? That's
right.
The problem.
It is.
And in Vladdy's case, it's a little bit better with the hot toys. They reuse a face. But
that's right.
It cannot create modifications. Different lighting or whatever.
Well, Vladdy does that with lighting, and he has like a little in the Alita studio, if you want to think of it.
But you cannot tell AI.
That's right.
Make her smile now, or correctly.
Well, it won't do it. You can say make it smile, but it won't do it right. You're exactly right.
This is the point.
Yeah. Badman, I just wanted to give Badman something to laugh about here. When I had my very old TRS-80, I actually networked it with an IBM PC through the printer port, the Centronics port, because I had an expansion interface on the TRS-80, and I hooked that up to the IBM PC's serial. I know it wasn't the serial port; it was a parallel port, and I could, I networked them together like that. So it's kind of a little makeshift LAN. That's what I did when I was an IT geek ago. So Badman, how about that for a laugh? So it's not necessarily that AI understand the real pic. It can alter a given one. Yeah, that's right. So for sure, a neural weight of generative AI cannot make a distinction between copyrighted or uncopyrighted. Yeah, there was a thing though that they had. It didn't make a distinction whether it was copyrighted or not. But if it was just a picture of a person, I don't know how they figured it out. In this one site they wouldn't upload it. Wouldn't let you upload. So I don't know what that was all about, how they did it or anything. But anyway. Okay, that one, this image on the right was one of Kabaj's. Yeah, that's okay. All right, Evernaut, I get it. Yeah, the one on the right is one of Kabaj's generated images. That is really cute, isn't it? I mean, golly, look at that. And here's the last of the AI art and the Alita art. No, it's okay, Abernaut. I don't have any problem with that. The one on the left is obviously, done by a human for sure. And the one on the right, certainly AI. Now, the one on the right does a little bit look, except for those blue eyes, which I really can't stand. But it does look a little bit like the doll body, doesn't it? They got the hair right as well. So so it resembles Alita pretty well in her doll body. It's not exactly her doll body, but it resembles it.
They should have changed the colors of this, definitely.
Yeah, they captured that fine, but they could have made
you
those.
You can normally just
brown.
edit the eye colors just with AI tools as well. So
you could have modified.
The AI gets it wrong.
Yeah, Yeah, Evernaut says he likes the right one. Yeah, you know, for me, this is pretty close for me. You know, I think I like them both pretty well. You know, yeah, I like the right one a lot. But the only thing I don't like about it is those eyes. You know, they're not the right color. You know, one on the left though is well done. That look at the detail on it. You can see the sinews on her right arm where she's holding that sword. You could see, you know, how her bicep is constructed. So. Anyway, that's pretty much it for the AI and the art, I guess, unless you guys got something you want to show. We can put it up on the screen if you want. Lottie, do you have anything you want to put up on the screen?
No, actually, I forgot about that. I was just posting one to Twitter.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
So come on to Twitter if you want to see more of my.
All right. Let me go over to your.
You also have to post it on. You also have to post it on Blue Sky.
Oh, Blue Sky, of course. I always forget about Blue Sky.
Oh my God, that is hideous.
There's so many platforms now.
That is freaking hideous. I'm gonna put it on there though.
Oh, Creek, have you got the AI abomination I sent you before? Okay, yeah. I didn't know you just got that. Are you putting it on?
I'm putting it on, man. Yeah, I am.
Get it on there. I forgot about that.
That right there. That's a mental image I could.
It does something weird to your brain. If you like, look at all the parts of the body, and it all leads up to her face. So yeah, I'm trying to get into the whole stable diffusion thing.
Yeah,
you can see the accuracy of the bodies like there. It's just obviously completely fucked up.
Yeah. Well, the face is right.
Face isn't bad. It's cute. It's not Alita quite, but there's another face that I have to combine it with.
It is very cute.
This is the non-face model that focuses only on her berserker body.
Well, the fact that she's got 5 arms and 4 of them on one side is a little bit much for
lot
me.
of muscles.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'm hoping that's something much sweeter now to like plant.
Yeah, her body needs to be rebooted, Bad Man says. Let's see. Yeah, I think at my TRS, my old TRS-80 had 64 kilobytes on it, I think. And yeah, the single-sided floppies were very small. That's right. Yeah, it was pretty primitive compared to what we have today. So that's exactly right. So, all right, guys, I guess we kind of hit that one pretty hard. One thing I would like to mention here, and I forgot to put a slide in here on it, is that I have established a server on Discord for game playing. Now, I haven't got anything up on it yet.
Oh, yeah.
Vladdy, do you have my contact data? Otherwise, Creaky should send you my nick on Discord.
I did send it to him. I did send it to him.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Smendrick, I'm a man of my word. I will. You asked me to send it.
Yeah.
I must have saved it somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay. See you on Discord and hopefully back on Blue Sky.
I think I need to get on earlier. I check every couple of days.
Blue Sky. I need to get on.
I saw it this evening. Yesterday evening.
Yeah, let me hold on. Let me.
We have to enlarge our activities there.
Yes, we do. Yeah, I think so. Let me. I want to show you guys something while we're on this, just so folks know. And of course, that we don't have that many people on the stream now, but maybe folks.
Yeah, but it's recorded, so.
Yeah, that's right. So we'll be good. So anyway, let me share the screen here for this. So. And let's see, there it is. So there we have it. There's we don't have anything on it yet. I got to add some apps to it and stuff like that. and invite some folks. So if anybody wants to get on here, once I get this thing going, I guess Angelus has helped me a little bit with it, or at least gave me some advice on it. And I'm going to get my one of my nephews, who's an IT guy, is going to help me with that. I'm kind of an IT guy, but I'm not near as good as he is. So, but anyway, it's called the Alita. You see on the right hand where my cursor is over here, it says the Alita Army Gaming Server. You see that little chibi Alita right there. So, you know, go on Discord and look for that thing, you know, and I will send
too
that
small
invite
for me
as well.
here. My bad eyes.
Oh, sorry about that. So
yeah. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Don't worry.
So I'm going to get out here then. So and do this, and then we can get back to this guy right here.
Do you use an app for Discord, or do you use your normal browser, Creaky?
I use my normal. Oh no, I use the app for the Discord. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I'll get a message, you know, are you a human? And you got to go through that, and then it wants you to log in on the browser, but I never do it. I just go back to the app and re-enter stuff, and it brings me right in, you know. So yeah.
I normally use browsers for all these things.
Yeah.
I think I have a better control than over all the elements.
Well, the Discord app's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yes.
The browser also. One of my godchild presented a live gaming session, and everything was nice. I don't have very good internet connection. Not how do you call this? Not fiber, but
you just got regular
super high speed, but it's around 16 megabyte or megabits. Megabits. This is not enough for HD or.
Oh wow! Yeah.
But it's okay. Yeah.
Well, it works good for this. It seems so.
Yeah.
Vladdy,
what do you use?
I have my internet here in Denver is pretty fast. It you know, they claim they'll give you up to 200 megabits a second, but I've never seen more than say 50 maybe. But my internet in North Carolina, my house there, that's in a rural area, I get 200 plus megabits a second on that thing. So that's really
in Germany,
weird.
They plan to replace all the copper lines with fiber.
That's
mine's
nice.
fiber to the house. Mine's 300 megabits per second.
Oh, nice.
Yours? Whoa.
Nice.
Smashed it, yeah.
Then
maybe we get Vladdy to start streaming.
Much more.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, God, I should never have said
then
that.
You can upload much more Hot Toys.
No,
Alita
I'm wasting my internet. I should be using every single megabyte for Alita.
Yes, that's a good cause. Bad man, I have to go look at my settings on the Discord server. But I just set it up, so I probably haven't set it for discovery yet. But I'm going to get back on it, and we'll make sure it's discoverable. So you know that way folks can get on it, you know, and do their thing.
You can send us direct links.
I can send you invites. Yeah. Okay. Any other topics or questions you want to bring up, Smendrick?
Too many, but some of us folks have to go to bed now.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forget you guys are in the future.
Early
that's right.
in the morning.
Yes. Vladdy, anything?
The overall topic of what AI versus human art. Obviously, human art wins every time.
Really?
But I'm still obviously personally addicted to AI art. Sorry.
In the next decade, this will stay in the next decade, that human. As Matthew said,
humanity as a decade left.
This you cannot replace an artist with an AI solution. But
not
you
with
have
today's
to
technology anyway.
Communicate. You have to communicate to the decision makers, to the customers, that AI is a tool used by artists. It cannot replace the artist itself or the worker. It's not only in the art. It's a thing. In the next decades, maybe in 100 or more years, then we will have more of these robots and I don't want to call it androids. The solution Elon Musk offers at the moment. Read an article today that he will bring it to the market. His artificial.
He's got to get us to Mars first.
Hopefully. No. We need a step between this.
We should go to Mars.
We need
go back to the moon is what we need to do, and then go to Mars.
We need Tiferus or Salem from him.
Okay.
That would be interesting. But I don't will see this.
Okay. Anyway, I guess we're going to wrap it up here. I would say one other thing too is that next week we do have a topic for next week. It's going to be another manga reading. It's going to be volume 5 of the Mars Chronicles. So because I like to keep in sync with Radio Chaos. They do a manga reading once a month, and they do theirs on the day after I do mine. So that way we kind of have a manga weekend. So it's I think it's pretty cool. Let's see. Bad Man agrees with you. Maybe in 100 years more, AI will be powerful enough to control the orbital ring system with elevators. Yep, who knows.
And some garbage collection.
Yeah, we have that here in Denver. So, okay. Anyway, did we miss anything, you guys?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, we hit it pretty hard, and it was a little more controversial than I thought it was going to be.
I'm glad we had such a nice, fiery discussion on the how
it was great. I loved it.
The whole society.
Oh, I loved it. I loved it
too. Yeah.
It
was a really nice stream.
Yeah, I think so.
Especially with Metu and all the guests in the chat. It's great.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah, that's right. Anyways, you can see from that middle image there, Alita does love her Uncle Creek. And if you got any problems with that, you can take it up with her. And I don't think you want to do that. So there you have that one. And here's our prince. I was going to say princess. Oh, my God, no. This is our queen right here. Our queen and goddess. This is Rosa. She's, in terms of being an actress, she is #1 in the Creeks book. That's for sure. She did a great job on Alita. And, God, I want to see her in the Alita 2 and 3. And she can do it. I know I was on... when I was on another stream, not on the stream, but in the chat, one of the guys had mentioned that they thought Rosa was maybe, it's been 5 years, and would Rosa still do it? She's she's a little older now. I mean, she's not too old, but I mean, And, you know, my thought was, no, if they can make Sigourney Weaver play a teenage Na'vi, then they can have Rosa play a teenage Alita, or an Alita in her early 20s or 30s even, you know. So and she could do it. Rosa could pull it off. There's no doubt about that, you know. Also want to give shout outs to El Lamont and Jesse Fisher. They brought Screwhead to life, and we want to see Screwhead in the Alita 2 for sure. I want to see Screwhead on Alita's motorball team when she takes on Joshagon, you know. That'd be the coolest thing, I think, to see Screwhead back in there. And as I say every week, these three ladies are really good at their professions. They're super at it. You know, they're great, you know, in terms of Rosa and Elle, they're both really good actresses, that's for sure. And Jessie's a super stunt woman, you know, she's great, you know. And they've all got a lot of experience. They can do this, you know, there's no problem. But as I say every week, it sure don't hurt that they're pretty, because they are pretty. And that's the way that goes. Let's see, Evernaut, what are you saying? She already mentioned that age is not a factor. That's right. Rosa said
that she's 90.
Yeah, she said she'd play it as long as they would cast her for it. Yeah, and she could do it. Certainly, if Sigourney Weaver can do it, you know, play a teenager, then she can do it for sure, you know. Okay, I guess that said, I guess it's just what we want to bring up for tomorrow, I guess, is that tomorrow on the Alita live stream, I mean on the Radio Chaos, golly, I was looking at the wrong part of the screen there. We're going to have kind of an open discussion, so we're going to be looking, you know, pulling stuff from the chat. Certainly the panel.
What was the Q&A like last week?
Yeah, sort of like that, except it's probably going to be a little bit more oriented toward the panel maybe, but we are going to take questions from the chat. That's for sure. And it's going to be wide open. It's going to be, we'll probably have some directed questions, but it's going to be wide open. So it's going to be similar to what we did last week on the Alita live stream, but this is going to be a little more free flowing, I think, you know.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but limited to 2 hours, so isn't it?
Yeah, which something
a
is
really open discussion.
Which is difficult for the Creek to do sometimes, because now we're at 2 hours and 20 minutes. So, but yeah, join us for this. It's going to be a lot of fun. You know, we're gonna talk about some really cool Alita topics, and we'll even get a take probably from the folks on the panel about, you know, when we're going to get a sequel and stuff like that. You know, so you know, join us for that one. Okay, well, I guess
I should be able to make it, I think, tomorrow.
Oh, good. I'll send you a link, Lottie.
Please do.
And I think, I don't know if Angelus has updated the show notes yet, so I'll put you in the show notes so I can do that. So
okay.
Since I'm the producer, I can do anything I want on these streams.
You have the power.
Yes.
Although I'm not the boss. I'm not the boss on the Radio Chaos stream. That's Maxie and Angelus. They're the boss. But you know, we trust each other. You know, it's not a problem. Okay.
You are the owner of the Kansas bar.
Yeah, the owner of the Denver branch of the Kansas bar.
The Denver branch.
Yeah, that's right. Why is this image here? Well, that image is there is because I like it, and I'm the producer and manager of the stream. And to paraphrase Gruwishka, I am only here for our girl and the Alita Army. And of course, all of us are only here for our girl.
And the Alita Army.
That's exactly right. And that just leaves one thing left to do, and that's going to be the call to action. And that would be on my count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Film those sequels, baby. That was pretty horrible, but I guess we'll go with it. Okay, so we'll see you next week on the Alita live stream, and we'll see you tomorrow on Radio Chaos.
Bye.
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 What's up, Alita Army? This is Hot Toys Alita, and I hope you enjoyed this week's Alita live stream. Please join my Uncle Creek, Angelus, and our other guests for next week's show. Remember, I do not stand by in the presence of evil, and film those sequels, baby. See you next time.